our brother Prince was a legend. I mean, that brother could play a guitar like no tomorrow. I remember, watching Prince play. I wanted to play a guitar because of Prince, and I remember I took a couple lessons playing guitar, but, my mom couldn't really keep up with it because, funds were tight. But our brother Prince is going to talk about something that we need to talk about in the area of the music industry. Now, we know that the people who run the music industry isn't people that look like us. And we look at all the different deals that a lot of our black artists has been signed into. Well, I want you to listen to Prince and what he has to say even back then, because really nothing has changed. Go ahead, roll that.
Music business runs like this. You'll have a manager, you'll have an attorney, you'll have various record company people. Everybody's taking a cut of everything that you do. It got down to the wire there, and some people who were not in the studio at the time wanted a cut of When Doves Cry because, I'm sorry, they wanted a cut of the song Pray by Hammer because it contained a sample, When Doves Cry. Mm-hmm. All right? So when you're in the fold, when you're in the club and everybody's getting a piece of everything, your tour, your publishing, any endorsements, when they're getting a piece of all of that, you will have hit records. The moment you step away from that and you want to, in fact, take control of your own life, your own experience, then you'll find you're not hot anymore. Now my music really hasn't changed. I mean, you can listen to a song like The One, and for through my eyes, not other people's eyes, through my eyes, it's some of the best work I've ever done. I rank it right up there with anything that I've ever produced.
So as you heard what Prince said, is that when you say, okay, I'm going to go on and do my own thing, I'm going to be independent, then all of a sudden now you're not hot like you used to be. You're not getting access to the movies. And what I mean by the movies, if your music get on movies, TV, different type of series that's out there, that's money that the artist is making. See, as long as these people can have their hands in your back pocket as a artist, then you're okay. But the moment you go independent, that's when it becomes a problem. And when the different avenues came out for artists, like especially when the internet came out, and you getting money from YouTube, and you getting money from the streaming platforms and merch and all the different things that people are doing now, then that's when they came with the 360 deal, where they want a cut of everything. They want a cut of your YouTube, your Facebook. They want a cut of every single thing. But now artists today have a little bit more on their, arsenal than Prince had. Because now you could put your music on a DistroKid or different places like that, right? CD Baby, whatever. And I know there's many others, those of you who are in the music industry. And you really don't need the music industry like you used to. And the beautiful thing about today is you can make an EP, which is made by 5-6 songs. You can do a video for every song that you have come out. And you do it independently now, you can really make a lot of money versus during the time that Prince and Michael Jackson and many others like that was doing it. See, today the gatekeepers don't have the power they used to like during the time of Prince. Now, the reason why I'm doing this about music is because you look at the 50 years of hip hop, which is a Black American creation, even though these people have tried to throw every other group in there to try to lie and say that that wasn't our creation at all. Because remember, we have created the majority of the music in this country. Remember, we are not only the builders of America, we are the inventors in America. We are the innovators of America. You take everything that we have created, innovated, or built out of America, you will have a third world wasteland. Black America, you better understand that. This is why everybody try to play this con on you to tell you you don't have a culture. So culture, by definition, means the customs, the arts, the social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation or people. So when these idiot people, and they are straight idiots, try to say Black America don't have a culture. Well, by definition, Black America is not only a culture, it is the culture. For instance, is when Sha'Carri Richardson had won that 100 meter, that is something of our culture because that's an achievement. You understand what I'm saying? When you look at genres like R&B and hip hop, yes, we created rock and roll. Yes, we created country too. Yes, we created the blues. Yes, we created jazz. That is our culture. Where people in this country try to say, oh, it's American culture. No, it is Black American culture. When we dress a certain way, that is Black American culture. When we style our hair the way we style it, it is Black American culture. Look at people like Burna Boy. He is straight Nigerian. And yet everything that he's doing, the way he dress, all the way he do everything, look like a Black American because Nigerians have their own culture. They have their own language. Food is part of the culture. We talk about the cookout. That's part of Black American culture. So Burna Boy will say, we don't have a culture while literally cosplaying our culture. I need Black America to start calling these people out when they say that. Stop cosplaying a Black American and wear the clothes of your culture. Because all these other groups have their own clothing, have their own traditional dress, have their food, everything. They want to look exactly like us, speak like us, lose the language, everything. I had to go there because that Black Americans don't have a culture crap. We need to ride down on them every time they say it because they are straight idiots. They don't even know what culture is. You don't have a culture, but they copying everything that you're doing. You're cosplaying a Black man. You're cosplaying a Black American woman. And then they want to lie and say, oh, you got this from us. And then you could show proof of what we did things way back even to the 1800s. You understand what I'm saying? So when it comes to our culture with our music, we need to be completely independent and do it all on our own. One thing that we have to do is not give our intellectual property, sign deals, or anything like that with no other group. Because why is it that the artists in our community is the culture making the music, but yet people who you don't even know are living so good off of them? You understand? Remember the artist Summer Walker and how she talked about how she hardly got any money in the deal that she signed, because she signed it. Now, Summer Walker, even though I don't like her image per se, I really don't, but the girl could sing. If Summer Walker would produce her own music without them people would still listen to her. People would still, vibe with her. She could still do shows. She could do whatever. Stop giving your talent to these people. When you sign with these people, you signing your name away. You signing your likeness away. You signing everything away. And now you have artists now selling their catalogs for certain amounts of money. I always say whatever money they offered you is worth double or maybe triple of that. But we need to own our own everything. Even when these artists try to get back their master recordings, all of a sudden they getting into trouble with the legal process. All of a sudden they getting, something mysteriously happens to them. Because speaking about Prince, around the time that Prince mysteriously passed away, right? Prince was up to get his masters back. Michael Jackson, he was another one. He owned half of Sony because he was a shrewd businessman. And Michael Jackson was about to get all his stuff back. Every time these artists about to get their stuff back, something mysteriously happens to them. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all brothers and sisters, do not sign with these people. Don't. And if you sign a deal with these people, it's just a 1-year deal. And they don't own no masters. They don't own none of that. You say, okay, it's a distribution deal. That's all it is. You don't own nothing. Oh, no. If you're going to sign something, don't sign no long-term nothing. Don't sign no album deals with them. And say, okay, a single. I'll do a single with you. I'll do that much with you. But that's it. You don't own my likeness. You don't own my name. You don't get a piece of my YouTube. You don't get a piece of my Spotify. You don't get a piece of nothing. You got to be like that, people who's watching that music. Because a lot of y'all watch. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of people that watch this channel that never say a word to me, but there are people in different industries that say the music industry, different artists watch, maybe never sent me a message. And what I'm telling you is protect black excellence, protect black artistry, defend that to the core. Don't let no other group tell you we don't have a culture. We have the culture. We are the culture. Everybody is copying off of us. You look at something like K-pop, copying directly off of black folk. So don't let nobody talk down to you or us, and protect your intellectual property at all costs. So let me know what y'all think about, what our brother Prince is saying, but this needs to be out here because people like to, sometimes put down the music industry, but there are people that's billionaires off the music industry, and it needs to be the artist, the black people who's producing the music, etc. Don't sign no deals where you're basically making nothing. And all these other people who didn't put none of the work in living so good.